Everybody, time to gather around the campfire. It's story time with Uncle Dose. Florida mom loses son 20 to the Rona, and then days later, her daughter. NBC News article. Story time, campfire, like I said. With this particular campfire, we may not have the weenie roast. We may not be whipping up the s'mores. Think about a mom losing 2 kids to this within close proximity. It was 11 days apart. They don't show the photos of the son here, but they do show the photos of the daughter, I believe, and it looks like maybe the mother. Not too sure about the photos, but have something in mind when you're thinking about individuals family-wise that would lose their lives. 2 of them losing their lives within such a close proximity to each other. So have something in mind. Got it? Okay, here we go. A Florida mother lost her 20-year-old son to the 19, and then 11 days later, her 22-year-old daughter also died from the disease. I hold up pretty much well at the daytime, but at night, it really hits me. Monete Hicks of Lauderdale Lakes told NBC Miami, "I'm so used to them being here. Planning their 2 funerals is difficult," she said. Hicks did not immediately respond to a request for an interview Tuesday. Sounds like she gave an interview to somebody. All right, here's the photos, everybody. You know what we've heard, right? About individuals who are most affected in terms of weight and pre-existing conditions, most likely. And this is what I'm talking about. Family photos via Florida 6. Now, what I was saying was I wasn't sure. These look like 2 different people to me. So I'm assuming this is the mother and this is the daughter. She looks pretty young. This girl looks young here. She told the Miami station that her son and daughter both had underlying health conditions. All right, so that's what we've heard, right? Underlying conditions are a huge issue. It says son and daughter, but again, legitimately, I'm not trying to be funny here, but I was thinking that's the mom, and it just kind of hit me that maybe that's the brother. So, again, not trying to be funny, but okay, so this is a daughter. Maybe that's the son, because I was about to say I don't think they had a photo of the son there. Let's read a little bit more. This is a short article. An official with the Broward County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed to NBC News on Tuesday that the primary cause of death for Hicks's son Byron and daughter Michaela Francis was the 19, the disease caused by the Rona. Morbid obesity and asthma are listed as contributing causes of Byron's death, the official said, while for Michaela, obesity, asthma, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease were contributing causes, COPD, for her. Hicks said her son Byron had trouble breathing on June 27th. I came in and checked on him. He was in the living room on the floor sitting up. He was sleeping, but he was breathing very poorly, Hicks said. She called 911 and Byron was taken to the hospital, where he later died. A week later, as the family grieved Byron's death, Hicks said Michaela went to the hospital after she began having headaches and a fever. So a week later. So you'd assume, same household, that perhaps Michaela contracted it from Byron. As the days went by, everything just went to breaking down in her body, Hicks told NBC Miami. Michaela needed oxygen, her blood pressure fell, and she eventually lost a kidney. She died July 8th. Hicks, who has 4 other children, said she had believed Michaela was going to recover because, like Byron, she was a fighter. She is now imploring people to take measures to keep themselves safe. Wear y'all masks, Hicks said. Be careful, be safe out there. Take it seriously. I was hoping that she said a little bit more in terms of what I'll talk about here in a second. Broward County, in a statement on July 17th, said the number of CV cases was continuing to climb, with more than 1,300 new cases each day over the previous week. Our hospitals are either at or exceeding their bed capacity, the statement said. The county had 42,121 confirmed cases of the Rona, with 517 deaths as of Tuesday. This was a few days ago, obviously, according to the Florida Department of Health. That's the article right there. What I was hoping the mother would say was, aside from wear y'all masks, what I was hoping for that she would have said was to take responsibility for life choices you make with your body. Sure, you can say wear a mask in this case, but had Byron and Michaela wore a mask and say that they didn't catch the Rona, what kind of life were they living anyway? Asthma, COPD, the obesity, obviously. So if the Rona didn't get them, then had they continued on their current path, something else might likely have gotten them in short order, or their lives would have been cut short. And when I was thinking about this story, I was actually talking to my missus. We were driving near the beach a day or two ago, and I was thinking about this, and I saw a morbidly obese girl in a 2-piece bikini just flaunting herself around the beach. Actually, I should say walking away from the beach. And I was sitting there in the car, and I was like, I remember when I was a kid. And when I was younger, before I hit a growth spurt, I was really short and chubby. And I was telling her things changed. For whatever reason, people who look like that don't have any shame now. And I was telling her, for me, when I would go to a public pool or even to a river or somewhere, anywhere to swim, even a friend's house, up until the time I was maybe 12, 13, 14-ish, I'd wear a shirt in the pool because I was embarrassed of my body. And now you have a situation where you're applauded for looking a certain way. And all I would say is just, this is the Uncle Dose kind of bringing you all in here, trying to hug it out with you. But if you're going down this route and you have these issues, if the Rona doesn't get you, I know some of you aren't really necessarily worried about that. I'm not too worried about it either, but there's so many health conditions out there, and I feel it's a disservice that people who clearly are going to be going down that road of having issues health-wise in the future, that they're more so applauded for that, rather than saying, hey, you don't have to be a dick about it, but you can say, look, what you're doing isn't healthy. And that's where the doctors have to step in and the parents have to step in and say, this route that you're going, it's not going to get you to age the way we hope to, right? We want to age gracefully. So in Byron and Michaela's case, I would say that if the Rona didn't get them, that something else was going to. And so for all of you, if you're able to do active things, I hope that you take stories like this into consideration when you're thinking about choices that you make, because you want to put yourself in the best position to live that long, healthy life. Nobody says you have to look like a supermodel or one of these guys on Men's Fitness, Believe me, I'll never look like those guys. Just out here trying to do what I can to be active. And I know not everybody can. Some of you have disabilities and stuff like that. And I get that. But just do what you can and don't let things get out of your control. Try to control things the best way you can so you can age gracefully. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care.